think one of the main reasons we chose Dulwich was meeting Nick and just learning about the Dulwich values and what Dulwich was all about, and just the wonderful facilities that the school has and just the opportunities that would be afforded to Charlie and Annabelle as a result of attending Dulwich. But Nick was certainly a huge selling point.
For us, we took a bit of a leap of faith. We went out to the facility before it was built. We met with the teachers there. The kids went through a program to get tested to come into the school. Looked like a really good piece of work, and Nick Magnus was a massive selling point for us.
I think one of the biggest ways is just the friendships that we've developed as a result of Dulwich. We're still in contact with many ex-Dulwich families who have moved to other countries, etc., and they're friendships for both our children and for us as parents as well. I think the other way is probably around sport. Both kids are involved in lots of different sports and have had the benefit of some fantastic coaching from various teachers over the course of their time at the school, and it's actually changed the trajectory for them in terms of their sporting, we'll call it careers, might be a bit early to call it, but just their overall passion for sport. I think that coaching and, that nurturing of maybe some innate talent has just been, it's been huge.
Yeah, the school seemed to have a good program. They were very focused on academics, the arts, and then sports. So 2 out of 3 for us fit really well. For me as well, I just sort of felt that the kids could go through their full journey here. We'd been at another international school and only ever felt it was going to be just a small part of their life. Whereas coming to Dulwich, we always felt like they could see it end to end for us, which was key.
I think I'd also make mention of just the curriculum. We weren't familiar with Dulwich when we eventually chose it, and we weren't necessarily familiar with UK curriculum or IB or anything like that. But I think what has transpired has just been a really well-rounded education that has resulted in them developing skills beyond knowing what it means to, study math or English, but just very well-rounded skills, that will enable them to take their education further.
Proudest moment would probably be the Pan Pacific Touch tournament. We've been in that tournament for a few years now, and every year we get to the finals and then lose by 1 or 2 points. But this time we've been training so much for this, training twice a week for it. And we got to the finals and we all put just our heart into it, and we won by 1 point, and it was just the most heartwarming feeling that I've ever had. I think my proudest moments have come from the Dulwich Games in the Dulwich community, going out to each different country. My first was in Singapore, which was I think in year 4. And I think just getting each different Dulwich college to come here and then show what sport and what they've learned in their own country, and then being able to represent your own school, it's just really warming, and I feel like it's just a unique opportunity that I've never known any other school to do, and I just think I love it for it, and I love going to each school and just representing my own Dulwich College.
For me, it's not one particular thing. I think it's the entire experience. I know we've talked a lot about sport, but the academics come together, the community. I think the pride with which, Dulwich holds itself amongst the international school community here in Singapore, and just Dulwich International as a whole, it's been wonderful to experience. It's not just one thing. I think it's a secret sauce of some description.
Yeah, for me it's the consistency. So the consistency across the different schools when they do come into town. So you feel like there's always a Dulwich DNA. For me, it's the consistency across the teaching. Each year there's a great batch of teachers that come through. We never feel like there's a tough year. It's always a very high level of standard. And then I also like the consistency across the kids and the parents. It's not a school that people come and do 2 years on a contract and then move somewhere else. People come to Dulwich and they stay permanently, and they want to see their kids all the way through the program, which is great for us.
If I said anything, it'd probably be the community. Like my dad said, I love the fact that I don't have to have a friend for 2 years and then see them go away. Most of the friends I have now have been with me since year 2, and I think I just get to experience bonds with them on a deeper connection since I've known them for so much longer. And I like going through each year from year 2 to year 11 now, and hopefully to the end of IB at year 13,
with the same group of friends and the same group of amazing people in each year.
I think for me, just being in Dulwich is such a unique experience, and I can't compare it to other schools, but when I've heard from other friends, it doesn't even come close. Like, the facilities here are just amazing, the opportunities are even better, and the friends and connections we make on the way, just outstanding.